Hey guys, it's Jess. Today we'll do a short yoga for anxiety sequence. Let's get straight into it. Today's yoga for anxiety sequence is short but powerful. So we'll do 3 short practices. We're going to do a short breathing practice. It'll only go for about 1 to 2 minutes. It's called balloon breathing. And what this type of breath does is it ensures that you're getting loads of oxygen into your body. So one of the first symptoms of anxiety is shortness of breath. So this breathing technique or this breathing style will help you to start to bring more and more air into your body and stop that anxiety response. The second short practice we'll do is an awareness practice. Being able to move your awareness from place to place or recognize that you are in control of your awareness is an incredible tool to help overcome anxiety. So that practice just takes a couple of seconds and then we'll get straight into our yoga sequence. So our sequence will go for about 10 minutes. Now this sequence, do not worry about your alignment, if you're getting the postures right. The purpose of this sequence is to bring your awareness back into your body. So we'll be doing slow movements, lots of nice deep breathing. If you can, close your eyes down. So we want to keep the attention focused on the body and the feeling of the body and the feeling of the breath. Now your thoughts will race, so you will have a lot of thoughts. Now every single time you recognize that you've started to think, just see if you can bring your awareness back to your body. So in Zen they say, simply begin again. Okay, so you don't need to get upset with yourself or think, oh my gosh, I've done 5 minutes of this and I've just been thinking the whole time. That's natural. Your thoughts are like a train. So we get caught up in our thoughts and we get lost in them, and then we realize, oh my gosh, I've been lost in thought for a couple of minutes, and this is fine. So in that moment, you awaken, you bring your awareness back to your body, back to your breath, and this is the practice. This is, if you watch the intro video, this is that calm muscle that we're building. So the more often we just simply bring our awareness back to our breath and back to our body, the more we can stop, slow down, or dissolve that anxiety response in the body. All right, let's begin. So we'll get started with our balloon breathing practice. So this type of breath, this style of breath is really beautiful if you're experiencing anxiety or if you just want to start to bring your awareness back into your body, back into this present moment. I just have to apologize because I'm filming at home. There's some birds around here that are quite noisy. Some birds have a really beautiful song. Some birds have a really annoying noise. Some of the birds around here have the most annoying noise. They're crows and they crow. They've got this horrible noise. So hopefully there won't be too much crowing. Sometimes they just hang around in these big groups and it's really loud and it's really horrible. So I apologize if in the middle of this you start to hear some crowing. Okay, so balloon breathing. So really good to bring your awareness into the present moment, bring your awareness back into the body, and really good when your breath starts to get short or shallow. So at the first signs of anxiety, that's going to be one of your first signs. And like we spoke about in the introduction, the muscles around your rib cage will tighten, which makes it hard to get a nice deep breath in. And that deep breath is going to deliver all of the oxygen to the cells of your body and your brain. That's a really important part when we're talking about anxiety, is getting lots of oxygen delivered to the brain to stop any dizziness or lightheadedness and the onflow of symptoms that we get from anxiety. So the breath is simple. All we're going to do is take our hands, place them on your belly. So the fingertips will touch when your belly is just in, let's say, a neutral spot. As you take a breath in through your nose. I want you to watch your hands. And as you breathe in, see if you can get your belly to grow big like a balloon. So you want it to fill with air, and see if you can get your fingertips to pull apart. Now, if you have a lot of anxiety or severe anxiety, you might find that when you breathe in, your belly doesn't move at all, or it seems to even be moving inwards, like it's going in the wrong direction. So what we're trying to do, and don't worry too much if you can't do it perfectly, okay? So this is a practice, we're practicing. Okay, so take a nice breath in through the nose, watch your belly, see if you can get your fingers to pull apart as you breathe in, and then breathe out through the mouth. Belly pushes in and your fingertips meet again. Breathe in through the nose. Fingers pull apart as the belly grows, and then breathing out. Belly pushes back in and the fingers come back together. So you get this style, right? Breathing in, belly pulls apart, breathing out, make sure you're pushing the belly back in. Fingers can come back together. Doing about 3 or 4 rounds of this breath is a good way to start bringing more air, more oxygen into the body, and to start to get that anxiety response to stop or slow down, and so that you can bring yourself into a space of centeredness, calm, peacefulness, and ease. Okay, so let's do a few of these breaths and then we'll get into our awareness practice. Just place your hands on your belly and just gazing down towards your belly so you can watch your fingers. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Feel the hands pull apart and then breathing out through the mouth. Hopefully your fingers go back together as your belly presses in. Breathing in and out. One more round, breathing in and big breath out. Beautiful. Okay, let's get into our awareness practice. Now, this is a really small but really important practice when it comes to anxiety and when it comes to helping yourself to feel calm and peaceful. So what we're going to do with this one is you can sit up or you can lay down. We're just going to close our eyes down. So closing the eyes down, taking a couple of nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. And what I want you to do is see if you can find one sound. So there might be a few sounds around you, either inside or outside. You might be able to hear birds, or you might be able to hear a fan or something like that inside. I just want you to find one sound, and just for a couple of moments, place all of your awareness, all of your focus, and all of your attention on that one sound. Wonderful. Letting that sound go now, and see if you can find a different sound. So keeping your eyes closed, see if you can find another sound, any sound that's different from the first sound that you chose. And listening to that sound now. Beautiful. Let's let go of that sound. So this time we're going to come a little bit closer to the body. So I want you to see if you can hear the sound of your breath. So pay a lot of attention, because sometimes breathing is quiet. So see if you can place a very close attention on the sound of the air entering in through your nose and out through your nose. Beautiful. When you're ready, opening your eyes. Okay, so what this simple practice shows you is that you have the ability to place your awareness. When you're consciously taking control of it, you can place your awareness and focus on any area that you like. So I'm going to get you to use that practice throughout today's yoga practice. So what we want to do is we want to take our awareness into our body and on our breath. Okay, so for the whole of today's practice, which will only go for about 10 minutes, we want to see if we can let go of any thoughts. Every time we recognize that we've been off in a train of thought, bring that awareness that we just shifted around everywhere back to the body and back to the breath. Okay, let's get started with our practice. So to begin, come to stand at the top of your mat. Bring your hands together and taking a couple of nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Seeing if we can let go of any thoughts and bring your awareness to your body, feel your beating heart, feeling the air as it goes in through your nose, down into your lungs, chest expands. And when you're ready, we're just going to bend our knees and start to fold down into our standing forward fold. Now, you might be able to just bring the hands down onto the ground. If you can't, this is a good place where you can use a block or some books, and you can just place your hands onto the block or your books. So what we want to do here is just allow the head to hang. Let the blood flow to the head. You can bend the knees. So again, we're not working on our flexibility or our strength here. We're just healing, centering, calming the body and the mind. Taking some nice deep breaths. So in yoga, we breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. This is a beautiful pose to take if you ever have headaches, tension headaches, or headaches from anxiety or the likes. Doing a nice forward fold is a beautiful way to calm, center the mind. So we'll take an inhale here. We're going to come into our half standing forward fold. So half standing forward fold, we've normally got the legs pretty straight and the fingertips can be on the shins. Take an inhale here. And as we exhale, just place the hands on the ground. So feeling the earth under your hands, seeing if we can feel each movement. Just step the right foot back and we're going to come into a nice low lunge. Pop that right knee down onto the earth. Now, if there's any pain at all in that right knee, you can grab a blanket or a cushion to pop under that knee, or just double over your mat and it'll give you a little bit more support for that knee. So we don't want any pain. Sometimes as well, moving around where the knee is, bringing it a little bit forward or a little bit back, and you'll be able to find a nice spot to place that knee. So next we'll just place the hands onto that left knee. See if you can get your ankle underneath that left knee, and that'll give you a nice amount of support again. So you can let your hips sink down towards the ground a little bit. See if we can take a couple of nice deep breaths here. And when you're ready, we're going to place the hands on the ground and we're going to bring the left foot back to meet the right foot. So moving slowly, seeing if we can place our awareness into our body, feeling the earth underneath your hands and your feet, and we'll step back into a nice downward facing dog. So we can walk the feet out a little bit here. So your hamstrings might be a little bit tight. You can stay up on your tiptoes, that's fine. Just doing what feels good for you. You can hang your head again like we did in our standing forward fold. Get that beautiful rush of oxygenated blood to the brain. We'll take an inhale here, coming up onto your tiptoes. And as you exhale, let the heels come down towards the earth. You might not make it all the way, and that's fine. You can bend your knees here if your hamstrings are tight. And when you're ready, we're just going to come into a low lunge on the other side. So bringing your right knee in towards your chest, and you're just going to place the right foot onto the earth in between your hands. This time let that left knee come down. So we're coming into our low lunge on the other side. Finding where you're comfortable, bring the hands up onto that right knee. Take a nice inhale here. And as you exhale, let the hips sink a little bit lower. So let's spend a moment here with our eyes closed, awareness on the breath, and see if you can find any areas of the body where you're holding tension or tightness. So some key and common areas for this is the muscles around the eyes. See if you can relax those. The jaw, relax your jaw. Shoulders, let your shoulders relax. Beautiful. When you're ready, hands come down onto the earth, either side of that right foot, and we're going to bring the left foot up to meet the right and come into our half standing forward fold once again. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, folding down, bending the knees if your hamstrings are tight, and once again, let your head hang. Take some really nice deep breaths here. As you breathe in, see if you can feel your back rise. So often when we're focusing on the breath, we're feeling the chest and the belly, but in poses like these where we've got the belly on the legs, you can start to focus on the rise and fall of the back as you breathe in and out. Beautiful. And on your next inhale, we're going to slowly rise. I want you to rise as slowly as you can, feeling each and every movement as we come up to standing. Hands come up towards the ceiling, palms touch, and as we exhale, hands come down through chest center. Beautiful. So that's our sequence today. So short and sweet, but also powerful. So I hope you're feeling really good after your practice. So what you'll see is that it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much for you to be able to take your awareness from the constant stream of thoughts and worry and anxiety and stress into a state where we can be moving mindfully and starting to find a place of centeredness, calm, peacefulness, and ease. Just a few minutes of mindful movement is all it takes sometimes to be able to move yourself from a very anxious and wired, stressed out state into a nice, calm and peaceful state. So I will do more videos like this for you. If there's anything in particular that you want, please request it. I definitely need to use a hair tie because my hair's everywhere now. If there's anything specific that you want, please request it and I will I'll try and make a video for you. But I will be making more videos for this anxiety series, because the more that you do, the better you're going to get at shifting your awareness around and deciding where you want your awareness, how you want your body to be responding in each moment. Happy practicing, and I will see you again very, very soon. Namaste.